and so that is kind of a big statement. Like, you wouldn't even want your own child to do the same work that you do.
No, of course not.
But this is one thing, and this is not an attack against you, but there is a documentary called Hot Girls Wanted. If you're interested, people should watch it. Mm-hmm. And I'm not an expert in the porn business, but like in that documentary, it does talk about how most girls have a short career. So, and it's because the industry is very, challenging to say the least. It sounds like you've had kind of a longer career. Like, why do you think that is, instead of being like the typical person that goes in and out?
So I've taken breaks. I started in 2013 when I was 18 years old, and the way that I kind of started out was much different than how most people get recruited into that industry. Like what you're referring to, the Hot Girls Wanted. I know the people that were in that.
It's like
as
a Craigslist ad.
Yeah, that's like completely different from what I experienced. So for me, it was more like a community, and it was more like an educational thing. I started out at kink.com at the Armory in San Francisco. So starting out there on like a very, very professional level, it was much more about consent. It was much more about safety. It was much more about acting. It was much more about pushing boundaries and like, what are you okay with? What are you not okay with? And I only did solo and girl content for several years.
Do you think you'll ever do a normal job?
I have had normal jobs, yeah.
But like, what are you gonna do when you age out of porn?
I don't really think that aging out is a thing.
There are like all kinds of fetishes probably, so I guess as long as you're willing to get naked, you could probably make a little money. But why continue to do porn and not transition to OnlyFans?
OnlyFans is like this new generation, and eventually I am going to kind of transition to that. But as of right now, I'm just, getting back into the community and like kind of seeing where things are at now.
You don't have to tell us because obviously it's very private, but like, do you make that much money doing?
I mean, yeah, you can make a lot of money.
Wow. Because I thought it's like, like it's like in that documentary, people think you get paid a lot, but it's really like $3,500 or something. Is that really what it is? Like, about $5,000.
So like, would you ever consider doing something more discreet rather than like doing the porn?
And you mean like escorting or?
Yeah, it's just something that not many people would recognize you for.
So I have had like BDSM clients in the past, but not escorting.
Okay.
Yeah.